Now, after Charlottesville and the Trump administration's interesting delay in denouncing these white supremacist groups, the KKK, white supremacists, CEOs have apparently gotten the message and have started to run away from the Trump administration's toxic relationship with these racist groups. Now, yesterday you had Merck CEO Kenneth Frazier stepping down from his position on the President's Manufacturing Council. We reported on that. And it looks like he's not the only one. More than 24 CEOs and other leaders have been invited to serve on Trump's councils, which, as Politico explains, is a somewhat symbolic role that gives business executives a chance to bend the ear of the president and potentially win favorable treatment. However, a number of those leaders, like General Electric's Jeff Immelt, also served on similar advisory boards for President Barack Obama. Now, what's interesting here is that a lot of them are leaving. And when we reported on Frazier stepping down, well, Trump was pissed. He immediately tweeted, calling him a rip-off executive. Now, while that's true, just 3 weeks ago, Trump had called Frazier a, quote, business genius. Huh. Now, I wonder why he lashed out at Frazier. I mean, originally he was a business genius, but now he's a rip-off artist. Or a rip-off drug executive. Very, very interesting here. So, again, he's not the only one. Late Monday, Intel CEO Brian Rosanich, I believe, posted in a company blog that he too was stepping down from the Manufacturing Council. He said, "I've already made clear my abhorrence of the recent hate-spawned violence in Charlottesville. And earlier today, I called on all leaders to condemn the white supremacists and their ilk who marched and committed violence. I resigned because I want to make progress, while many in Washington seem more concerned with attacking anyone who disagrees with them." That announcement followed tweets from Under Armour, who also said that its chief executive, Kevin Plank, had decided to quit as well. So now we've got even more down. I mean, just a couple down today. And now you have some of the remaining group business leaders. For example, not necessarily a business leader in this case. This is AFL-CIO President Richard Trumka. He also hinted on Monday that he may resign from President Trump's Manufacturing Council as well over his tepid response of Charlottesville. So it's fairly clear here. You've got these CEOs, and in this case, a union leader, that are looking at Trump and going, oh shit, we got to go. I mean, these companies, and let me focus on the corporations for a minute. A lot of these companies want tax cuts and deregulation, right? Well, look, and they joined this council to try and push for that, and push for special deals for the company. That's not unheard of. As I said, other presidents had similar councils where they would listen to the concerns of the business community, right? You know, a lot of these companies, as I said, they want those special deals, the tax cuts, but now they're finding it that Donald Trump, after Charlottesville, he's a little too friendly to the white supremacists. And these companies are saying, we are not comfortable with you and your white supremacist friends. We might want our tax cuts and deregulation, but what is the price that we're going to have to pay? And look, to be honest, there's not a lot of value in being on this roundtable anyway. Yes, they get to talk to the president. Yes, they might get special deals if they win his favor. But now, is it really worth it? It's far more likely now that an association with Trump is going to hurt the brand of your company. I mean, look, Trump's very unpopular. He's anywhere from 34 to 37% approval rating. So he's incredibly unpopular, which is really strange at the beginning of his presidency. He has not gotten that much higher. I think it was at most 42% popularity. 42% approval. Not even close now. And it's not likely to go much higher. At least we hope. I was getting a little nervous when his poll number started to go up after he started threatening North Korea. So let's hope he didn't notice that. Let's hope he doesn't start a war to increase his popularity, because that would be an absolute disaster. But nonetheless, right now at least, his popularity is not going to go much higher. So with that in mind, it's not going to take much for the rest of the CEOs, no matter how much they want those tax cuts, no matter how much they want that deregulation, to leave. I think they're much more willing to deal with a president who's an establishment Republican and an establishment Democrat, because both of those groups are more than happy to do deals and special treatment to giant corporations. Let's be honest about that. So it's not going to take much for these groups in President Trump's councils to leave and then sidle up to someone else who might replace him. Because I think at some point, too, these groups are noticing that, let's see, he's a little too tied towards white supremacists. We're not comfortable with that. It hurts our brand. And, oh, yeah, the Mueller investigation. That also might have something to do with whether or not, and it doesn't say in here and from any of their posts on this, but this also could be a good out. Like, ooh, we see the Mueller investigation. We're not comfortable with that either. Let's flee the sinking ship. Are we to that point? Not quite. But more and more of them continue to flee. And that is, of course, very interesting to see. Very interesting to watch. And we'll see what comes of it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.